class, my name is Angela, and I'm here today to inform you some interesting facts of the history of makeup and cosmetics. Let's get started. Makeup goers. Have you ever thought of putting a burnt match underneath your eye to make your eyes appear bigger? What about trying to find the perfect berries to find your perfect shade of blush? These might be a little bit too out of the ordinary for us, a little bizarre, but hey, that's how people did it back in the days. Those were their basic beauty products. Makeup can be defined as cosmetics that enhance or alter your appearance. There was actually a time where there wasn't any makeup around. The first science of makeup was over 12,000 years ago, which is pretty long time because for me, I can't even go one day without makeup, let alone 12,000 years. So it all started with ancient Egyptians. Egyptian women would apply lead and crushed malachite to their faces for color and definition, which I'll include a picture of Nefertiti here. Just give you an example of what that looks like. And in 1500 BC, Chinese and Japanese citizens commonly used rice powder to brighten up their faces. They would also shave off their eyebrows and squish beetles for lipstick. That's just gross. But that is also called the Geisha look. So I'll enter the Geisha look here. Let you see what that looks like. And with the rise of Victorian fashion, women were expected to have more of a beautiful yet fragile appearance. The popularity of the Victorian trends allowed products such as lipsticks, eyeshadows, nail polish to become more of a household product. The beginning of the 20th century marks the beginning of our modern cosmetic industry. So during their starting point, companies produced solid lipsticks, glosses, mascaras, and other corrective products. These products easily became available, and in the 20th century, nearly every decade, a new trend would come up. So from the 20s through the 50s, pale skin was totally out and tanner skin was definitely in, shown by these pictures here. Following by the 50s and this into the 60s and 70s, introduced more natural makeup. So I'll insert a picture here. So it's a little bit different from the 60s and 70s. Definitely different following by the 80s, which their trend was the pop trend, and which featured more bright colors, which I'll enter here. And then leading into the 90s and early 2000s, a lot of makeup trends had been integrated, such as in the early 2000s, there was the smoky eye, which attributes to heavy eyeliner and eyeshadow. Makeup has come a long way since the time of ancient Egyptians. From the Geishan and Victorian periods came the varied decades of the 1900s to the 2000s. Women through our history put their health and their lives basically at risk with many of their homemade cosmetics. Though thankfully our industry now has improved tremendously, and now we are able to use basic beauty products in a safely manner. Cosmetics are used today whether it takes you 15 minutes for a natural look or 2 hours for a full blown out makeup look. Makeup gives us meaning and to express ourselves, to build confidence in ourselves, and to represent what beauty means to us. And that's my speech about the history of makeup. and how it's way different from back then to today, because I don't think anyone wants to put Beetles on their lips. Not me. Have a great day. Bye.